What's up guys, Tom itself here, and I want to talk about the new Armored Kill balancing patch, which seems to have a significant effect on close quarters combat. Well, at least significant in terms of all the changes we've seen through Battlefield. One of the big ones is that buckshot is now a 6-hit kill instead of a 7 up close. And so yeah, it makes a little bit of difference on the shotguns. Though, you know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and I still don't advise going for headshots because, you know, still inconsistent. The other thing is that a lot of the PDWs, especially the lesser used ones, got a significant boost. Especially, I'm noticing the UMP45, which went from a 4-hit kill up close as a slow firing weapon at 650 RPMs to a 3-hit kill. It keeps pace with a lot of other guns now, including some of the faster firing assault rifles. So I want to spend a little while focusing on the UMP45, because before this, I really didn't see much point to using the gun. It's a slower firing PDW that took 4 shots to kill at close range. It really wasn't good at super close range combat. At the same time, a lot of recoil and a smaller magazine meant that you didn't really want to use it at medium to long range. I hope you didn't have to. And there just didn't seem to be a point to it. Well, now you can run around like a madman, ADS very quickly, and have a good shot at getting a kill. Now I am running medic with it because that kind of style of play means I expect to get hit and I'm going to need the med kit to regen. But nonetheless, this kind of aggressive, all-out play is something kind of reminiscent of what I might do in a Call of Duty game. So if that's the game style you like to play, I would recommend this weapon. Also, the MP5K, I think it was, got a significant buff. And I haven't had a chance to play with that one yet. Oh, I would say that the UMP45 is now a very viable close-range gun, much the same way you would run with a shotgun, except this has some slightly longer range capabilities as well. I personally like to run it with a flash suppressor. I really don't want to give up any of that 3-hit kill range, and you know, I'm going to be attracting some attention. As you saw in that very first clip, you're going to get 2, maybe 3 people with this, and you're going to have to reload. So that's just a kind of a thing you always have to be aware of where you have to fall back to, but that's a general thing when you're rushing anytime in Battlefield. So I guess that's nothing new. The other thing is that if I'm not running the flash suppressor or the suppressor, I find that there is just too much recoil and that going for headshots is not worth it at all at any kind of range, even very close. So, in some ways, if I can get that headshot, it becomes a 2-hit kill, like my favorite PP2000, and, well, it drops people really fast at that rate. As with any PDW, the laser sight helps with the close range capabilities of the gun. In the same vein, the tac light is a perfectly valid choice as well, though if you don't know what to go with, I'd go with the laser sight. Alright, so those are a few specifics on the UMP45, but let me talk about the whole close quarters balance in general a little bit more here. Battlefield 3 seems to have, or at least seemed to have, the same problem that Call of Duty Black Ops did, where the supposed close-range weapons, the PDWs or SMGs, didn't have an advantage in terms of time to kill on most of the other guns in the game. Yeah, they aim down sights faster, they have a slightly tighter hip spread, but if you run at someone with an assault rifle or an LMG who manages to get their sights up just in time, it's not going to be enough to win that gunfight. And so being really aggressive wasn't really a thing, either in Call of Duty Black Ops or in Battlefield. Now yes, you can play like that, but it's risky. It's very, very risky. Let's be honest here, the time to kill for just about any gun at close range is ridiculously fast. So if you hit all those bullets on target, you know, compared to reaction time, it's not going to matter a whole lot. The UMP45, I think the biggest change, and I think this is also the case with the MP5K, is that it takes less ammo, and you've got a restricted supply of ammo compared to a lot of guns. And I guess that was another thing Call of Duty Black Ops had an issue with, is you try to get in close and then you run out of ammo very quickly if you try to hip fire. So I think this is a balanced patch in the right direction. Nonetheless, we're going to have to see where it goes. I would have killed that second guy if he hadn't had a shotgun. I had to try out the USAS 12 with a buckshot now that it's a little bit more effective. Another thing, they just changed so many little things in this patch, it's going to take a while to play through and figure out exactly how things work out. Now, I know they made a lot of little balance changes, things like the bipods, the LMGs, and then more stuff to vehicles and all, heck, even the MCOM attacker and defender ribbons. How they award those got changed a little bit. I think it's an actual zone around the MCOM now instead of the guy who's actually actively arming or defusing it. Just have to see how all this plays out. Nonetheless, we did do the podcast last night, Nerd Talk Be Advised, and we talked some more about the balanced patch and a little bit about Armored Kill. And we had a special guest, CanJammin000, though I would encourage you guys to go check that out if you want to hear more about the Armored Kill balance patch and a little bit about the Armored Kill DLC. So obviously there is going to be a link in the description, and there'll probably be another one on the screen somewhere around now that'll take you to the podcast video on YouTube. We do that live on Friday nights, normally around 10 Eastern. And, well, Puppy couldn't make it this week, but otherwise it's MassNerder, Culprit008, Puppy, again, who wasn't there, and our special guest this week was CanJammin000. So go ahead and check that out. Some more Battlefield stuff. It's a very, very heavy Battlefield episode as we kind of strayed into some general gaming topics over the last couple weeks. But hey, with new DLC and new balance patch out, I think we're all interested in talking about Battlefield. And that is going to do it for this video. Go try out some PDWs and Shotguns you haven't used in a while, because chances are you're going to notice they're a little bit better. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.